Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup, always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Washington's offense will take the field first. Wazoo will savor any victory it gets over the Huskies, and certainly they enjoyed that close one last year.
You dang right, and they should enjoy that last one. They got left when the conference realignment thing happened, but they got a chance in the last meeting to take care of business, to tell them, the Washington Huskies, who runs the state of Washington.
And that had to feel so good because Washington State is still considered little brother in state, right? And for them to go out and get that win the way they did, that was a statement.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Boley. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Fry. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Fry. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's got it. 1st down and more. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Dropping back, it's Boley. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Huskies. They grab the early lead.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have an improvement. They can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Woods. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hawkins. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 30. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here.
He lost one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's got great speed. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Hawkins. He's inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and the defense got to it.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Washington! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Bowling. Got his man. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Fry. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Bowling. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, hitting them deep in their own territory. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Williams looking for a man. Dumps it off in the flats. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cougar!
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches in the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. I'm less of a citrus guy, fellas, more of a Honeycrisp fan. We'll see which team comes out on top in the Apple Cup.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Cougars will have it first and 10.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Can't get him to the ground. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Fry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back.
The running back carries the ball. Picks up one. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Fry. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Washington State. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to...
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Bowling. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's That's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows.
Gashing the knee on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wazoo!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive firing. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
And that's good enough for a first down.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Boley. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he added the extra point.
Washington State, 27.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fakes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just threw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field.
Number 60, on to kick it away.
Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give out of the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Back to pass. It's Boley. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Harris. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
It's complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got it in the middle. It's Fry. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know...
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite might nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Touchdown, Washington! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woods. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big time mistake. This one might cost him.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.